fact, the last 4 times that the Sabres have played at Staples Center, including this evening, they have lost the game 2-0, which is a really weird stat. I'm glad I didn't know that going into the game, because I probably would have jinxed it in some way. But either way, you heard correctly, the Kings managed to pull off a win tonight. Yay! On the same night that the Sharks lost to the Blues. I want to say very bad words. So my playoff hopes kind of remain exactly where they were. My heart saying, it can happen, please. And my head saying, what were you thinking? But the Kings finally did something unexpected. Kind of. In the third period, they did anyway. They actually played well against a team that's not very good. But really only in the third period. In the first period, the Kings had 15 shots on goal. The Sabres had 2. And Jonathan Quick made neither one of those saves because the post did. Literally, Jonathan Quick made no saves in the first period because he didn't have to. That is ridiculous. Only in the sense that how did the Kings not score in those first 40 minutes? Seriously, I don't know. I can't tell you. They make shots, but they're not amazing ones. They don't clean up rebounds. It's all of these things that I've been saying from vlog to vlog to vlog. I mean, it's almost redundant at this point that I say the first 2 periods, the Kings couldn't score against their opponent. And it's so basically just go back and listen to all those other ones. It's the exact same thing that happened. The second period was so boring. I mean, I couldn't even think of anything that happened. There weren't even any penalties. There were no fights. There was no interesting shots taken. There wasn't even time where I was like, oh, maybe that might have... No, it was incredibly dull 20 minutes of hockey. And then 36 seconds into the third period, we finally get a goal. Oh, the drought is over, Kings fans. We figured out how to score. Well, once. Anyway. But still, I was going to take that one goal and wonder just how long it would take for the Kings to screw it up. They didn't, though. I was pleasantly surprised. They, of course... literally 1 minute and 1 second after, Trevor Lewis takes a penalty. Kind of a soft penalty, but still kind of that's so LA Kings. We got a goal! Oh, we got a penalty right after. The Sabres power play is actually statistically very good. Luckily not this game. They had 1 penalty. There was 1 penalty apiece in the first period, and the Kings killed theirs easily. And then easily didn't really do anything on their power play. So, par for the course there. The Sabres didn't really get anything going on their power play either. But there were several times in the third period where Jonathan Quick came up very, very big. So big that I was slightly concerned the Kings really were going to do something incredibly stupid, like tie the game with, 10 minutes to go in the third and then not be able to score anything for the rest of the game. So in that sense, it was actually a little nerve-wracking. They weren't winning face-offs, so they were kind of chasing the puck a little bit. It was, it was really starting to become that game that the Kings haven't been very good at lately. Like, that style of game has not worked well for them. Until they finally get a power play of their very own. And this play all starts with Dustin Brown. He attacks this puck. He causes the turnover. Absolutely stunning forecheck there. He just stays with it. Instead of just kind of letting it go and letting the puck get cleared up the boards, it's like, no, this is my puck. And he takes it. He gets it to Drew Doughty, who then gets it to Adrian Kempe, who is... Oh my God, this shot is beautiful. Where has that been? Thank you, Kempe. He is Swedish and very new into the league, so he is finally starting to show what he can do. He's very fast, and that shot was so beautiful. So I'm kind of excited for where Kempe is going to go with the rest of his career. you know, fingers crossed. But everything about that play was just very, very well executed. And it was really nice to see that we had about 5 minutes left in the period, that they actually solidified their lead instead of doing something really stupid with it, as we've seen them do many times. And I'm telling you, for those last 4.5 minutes, I felt much more comfortable with a 2-goal lead than a 1-goal lead. And as the minutes started winding down and you realize the Sabres weren't really going to do anything, it was kind of almost exciting. Like, oh my gosh, this game might actually count and we might get 2 points and we might be able to do something. I mean, that playoff-wise remains to be seen. But let's not focus on that. The Kings won a very necessary game by that weird 2-0 number, which, I don't know, that's a weird stat, and I kind of really hope that that continues when the Sabres come to Staples Center. I doubt it will, but it's still, I don't know, it's still fun for me. Oh, I forgot to mention, on that first goal, second goal, sorry, that was Dustin Brown's 500th point. So congratulations, Dustin. He's done really well. That's a great career so far. So looking forward to see what he continues to do throughout the rest of the season, because I'm kind of always really impressed with Brown's little board battles and everything that he does. So I gotta stop saying so. That's pretty much it, though. That was the game. 2-0. Kind of the same thing that you've been seeing from the Kings. It's going to be interesting to see them play against a team that's actually potentially in the playoffs next game, which is Saturday. So, wow, really have to stop saying that. Until then, enjoy Chris Lerner jumping around.